Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Excuse me. So, someone left a message explaining that they said that Trevor lost his monetization because they said he called Lady C the C word because she announced the Queen's death hours before the official announcement. I'd heard that, but at the same time, if that was the case, if it was that one time he swore, then normally YouTube, they would just demonetize that video, or, give them a warning, or a strike or something. You got warnings for these kind of things normally. They don't demonetize your entire channel like that, especially if it's just one time. I mean, I didn't watch the video, so I don't know if it's worse than that. But if you just, excuse me, if you just got angry once and swore once, I mean, people swear all the time, that things slip out. That's why I think Meghan and Harry are involved, because also there's Yankee Wally. I mean, she didn't swear at all, and YouTube won't even let her upload a video. Never mind monetize it. They won't even let her for free upload videos at all. So yeah, there's something really going on there with Harry and Meghan and blocking these people. So definitely something going on. I don't know exactly what, because they don't explain, or I don't know what's going on there, but it's very suspicious. And I've lost a couple of channels very quickly, and they won't even give me a real explanation. They never give an explanation. They just say, "Oh, terms of service," but they don't tell you what, when I tried to find out, I got different answers every time I contacted. It was very disorganized. So, anyways, I just want to put that out there. So, but whatever. Anyways, back to the gruesome twosome here. I know you don't want to hear about this, but just for records keeping here, we got to keep track of all the fake awards that Meghan buys. First, they bought the NAACP award. Then they bought the Hope Award, we call the Dope Award, right? That Kerry Kennedy gave her. And now she just bought the Gracie Award for her podcasts. So it says Meghan Markle breaks silence after winning a new award as Harry's UK trip comes to an end. So you can see right away, she announced this after Harry got a couple of days of publicity, because she can't stand anyone getting publicity but herself. She can't stand it. It's driving her crazy that Harry's in the papers and not her, so she has to go and buy an award real quick, right? And next, Harry's going to buy an award for his book, and then, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then Archwell will get an award, and then the dog will get an award. And don't forget, they have the polo riding. They're going to do their awards for their polos, right? Polo playing there. Trophies and whatnot. So anyways, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, was awarded a special prize in recognition for, quote, exemplary work with Spotify podcast archetypes. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, has broken her silence after being awarded a Gracie Award for her podcast. The Duchess of Sussex. Yes, they're not even using her name. They keep using Duchess of Sussex, and this is the Express in the UK. 41, and by the way, the Express UK also printed an article with the lie that Meghan won the case with Samantha Markle, even though she didn't. So, anyways, I don't know what's with the Express. They seem to go play both sides here. Anyways. So Meghan launched Archetypes last year to investigate, quote, labels that try to hold women back. Yeah, it's not labels, it's the trans community invading their sports and restrooms. Why don't you address that for a change? Oh, no, we can't talk about that. Let's talk about Mariah Carey being a diva, because that's what people really care about. Anyways, labels that try to hold women back through in-depth conversations with leaders across several industries. The Gracie Awards were founded by the Alliance for Women in Media Foundation to celebrate the exemplary programming by women in media. It's another Marxist communist organization, which I'll show you in a second. Anyways, it comes as Prince Harry is expected to fly back in the U.S. after attending his high court hearings in London. The Duke is suing Associated newspapers over alleged privacy breaches. So they're onto his case now. Meghan shared a special message for her supporters and the Foundation on Archwell website this Friday. She said, "Thank you to the Alliance of Women in Media Foundation for this prestigious honor." What a joke. I mean, this sounds so fake and phony and pretentious. And I mean, unbelievable that, unfortunately, I think maybe some people will buy this crap that she's selling here, this propaganda. It's just unfortunate. Anyways, this is a shared success for me and the team behind Archetypes, most of whom are women, and the inspiring guests who joined me each week. The podcast is part of a lucrative agreement Meghan and Harry struck with Spotify shortly after stepping down from their royal duties in 2020. During the first season, Archetypes, released over 4 months last year, Meghan spoke to several leading figures like Mariah Carey, Serena Williams, Paris Hilton to discuss labels traditionally assigned to women. The Duchess also shared insights into her experience growing up as a mixed-race woman in California and her struggles with some of the labels assigned as an actress and a royal. She took the opportunity to hit back at nicknames she has been given since becoming a member of the royal family. In particular, heads up, she doesn't like this one, Duchess Difficult. How about Duchess Diabolical? Duchess Demented. Duchess Delusional. Duchess of Destruction. That's what I call you there. Or Duchess Diabolical. Anyways, Meghan said, quote, "We've been exploring what it means for women to ask for what they need, to stand in their power, and also the kinds of labels like difficult or pushy or the B word that often follow along from that behavior. I've made it known I have a deep dislike for these labels, especially the last one." She added, "The demonization of these women, of course, had a ripple effect, but rather than reclaiming the term, Meghan insisted she use the criticisms as a push towards achieving her goals." Yeah, politics. That's all her goal is, trying to pretend like she's doing something useful and she's not. And lying and lying and lying. Meghan said for some reason it's all about embracing and reclaiming the B word and taking power over it, maybe even using comedy to diffuse it. And for others, it's standing in there knowing and being unaffected by the implication of the word or its cousin, difficult. So now apparently difficult is a cousin for the B word. And no, it's not. Maybe for you it is, not for everybody else. Power Rangers is all about Meghan not wanting anyone criticizing her. Any criticism she's getting. This is all her podcast is about. She's taking any criticisms that she rightfully gets, and she's saying, that's a label you're inflicting on all women. I'm going to fight for all women. So you're not fighting for any women. You haven't done crap for women. Well, the only thing you're doing is trying to indoctrinate young people into this Marxist, communist, lefty destruction of the country. That's the only thing you're doing. Powering through in spite of the pain or even the insecurity it may cause, and sometimes using the dig for drive, getting them closer to their goal, building a business, a career. Okay, so that's the story of her getting her fake award. And if you search the Gracie Award here, first thing that comes up is that the Gracie Award was given to the NPR. Now, I don't know if you know the NPR, but the NPR is a government-owned, funded station. It's all woke, Marxist, communists, lefty agenda. So right away, that's all I had to say to know. I mean, it's another Marxist communist group. More, supporting Meghan and probably funded by George Soros. I mean, I haven't done any research into it, but it wouldn't surprise me. He owns so many little groups and, such. So, yeah. We're going to look into this. And I also want to look at Harry. Because on Lady C's last podcast, people were saying that they believe, and I hadn't thought of this, that Harry purposefully bumped into that photographer when he was walking into the courtroom. Right? So I'm wondering, was that on purpose? Was that a setup? I mean, it did look, I noticed it did look odd to me. I was like, there's something weird about this. The guy bounces back and then bounces right into Harry, like not even trying to avoid it. And yeah, it did look like a setup. I got a setup vibe from it a little bit, but it seemed kind of, I don't know, it just seemed too far-fetched, I guess. But I guess nothing's too far-fetched with these two nowadays or anything nowadays. You know? So yeah, nothing's the bigger the lie. You know what I mean? That the more easier to believe. Like people don't think you would ever think of doing that, but Harry lies a lot. He lies about everything. So him and Meghan. So let's see. Was that fake? Harry banging into? Let's see. Oops, that just slid off there. I'm not gonna count that. It's gonna jump out. Was that fake? Oh, by the way, I'm using the Jack-o'-lantern tarot again. Yeah. Did Harry intentionally? Was that intentional or an accident? I don't know. See. What do I get here? Oh, judgment reversed. Hmm. I think it was poor judgment. The first thing I get, judgment reversed. Not making good judgment as far as the photographer, because this kind of looks like the photographer, the camera backing into the wall. Kind of reminiscent of that with the body position there reversed. So I think that the photographer had bad judgment as far as not seeing the gate there that he banged into. He was too consumed with getting a picture. Moon reversed, though. Hmm. So it was a crazy moment, and they were trying to maybe possibly start a scandal there. All right, so judgment could also be about he was going to court and regarding his court case to make his court case look good. Because remember, Harry's suing the Met Police as well, saying, I need security. I'm a very important person. And Moon can be scandals spreading this. And I've got it reversed, which can be secretive. So actually, I'm gonna take it back. This could have been, yeah. It looks like he could have set up a deal with this photographer that they that he bump into in front of judgment in front of the courthouse, do that bumping into and create a bit of a scandal there, like have it go viral. I think he expected that incident to go viral because I'm getting two major arcanas, which means they want he. All right, so this was a setup for the world stage, right? The major arcana for the world to see. So he was hoping Harry and Meghan were hoping because Meghan's behind this too. She's behind everything with Harry. They were hoping that this incident of Harry being, have this photographer banging into him like that, and right outside the courtroom. They were hoping that this would help Harry's court cases, and they were hoping that it would become a big scandal where people could say, they were hoping it would be the big story, go viral and whatnot. Like, oh, photographers are banging into Harry. He's being stalked because they know Harry and Meghan know that people know that there's no paparazzi chasing them. I mean, it's laughable. Their documentary was laughable, and there's nobody behind them, and they're sitting in the car going, "I saw somebody on a moped over there." They're looking around like a couple of idiots, right? Well, now, so Harry calls the photographers, and that was confirmed by Lady C and her media contacts that Harry did call the media there and said, "I'm going to be at court at this time. I'm going to be driving in or with a taxi or whatever." So he called them like his mother did, just like his mother. He called the photographers, and they were waiting for him out Harry's orders because the photographers don't show up unless you call them. It's not the 1990s anymore with the magazines. See, photographers used to make a lot of money with the magazines before the internet. But now they have the internet, pictures aren't worth as much. So you don't have any, it's going to be extreme. I can imagine, I mean, I'm not familiar with that line of work directly, but I can imagine it's very difficult to make money getting paparazzi pictures. I don't think there's that many anymore. And the few that were remained, Harry and Meghan put out of business with one lawsuit. So that tells you they weren't doing well financially to begin with. And of course, Harry and Meghan destroy a small struggling business during a COVID pandemic. Such humanitarians, such generous humanitarians they are. They only care about, sending money elsewhere. Anyways, other countries. But anyhow, and you notice Arch just announced today too that Archwell made a donation to the earthquake victims in Turkey. I mean, which is great. I mean, but we also have tornado victims in America. But Megan never, and we had a catastrophe in Ohio with a train crash and chemicals everywhere. They're calling it Chernobyl 2.0. Does Meghan and Harry, does Archwell do anything to support that or do anything for that? No. Just saying. It's always about, I mean, yeah, they go to a women's shelter once in a while and donate some used baby clothes. But other than that, okay, maybe she donated some money too. I don't know, but I don't think we saw it in the Archwell tax return. But yeah, so I mean, it's Just saying that they're always helping other places. They want because I think because they want to see this country destroyed. Do Harry and Meghan want to see the United States completely destroyed and turned into a communist Marxist hellhole like Venezuela? They want to turn it into. They want to make everybody New World Order, everybody on their CBDBs and enslaved, like in China, have no more rights. Is that what Harry and Meghan want? Oh yeah, look at that Queen of Swords reverse. Nasty, evil plot plan here for her country. Yeah, evil woman. Evil, nasty woman who thinks she's a lawyer. She's trying to sue the country into the ground. Her and Harry suing the governments, causing as much trouble as possible. Lots of secret, nasty plans here. Yeah, she's criminal. They're criminals. Uh-huh. Oh, this is just secret high priestess. Uh-huh. There's her secret. Megan's, the main, you know, manipulator here with this, working with the globalists. I see this as the globalists behind her of death, the Bill Gates and all the rest of them. Yeah. Secret. Big secret plan. A nasty, evil woman with a secret plan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it's so obvious what she's doing. And she can put out as many puff pieces as she wants. People that follow, they know what's what. People that follow and know what's what. I'll tell you what. We know what's happening here. So now, Lady C mentioned that Harry only went to court a couple of days and then stopped. So I'm wondering, was Harry disappointed that he wasn't getting the attention or the support that he thought he would get? Or is it just that I think that he went there to accuse the royal family of hiding things from him, and that was it. That was the whole point. So why stay 4 days? And that was the whole point of his trip, right? So does Harry feel that his trip to the UK did he feel that was a success? And then someone else mentioned that he has to be out of the country every 180 days if he doesn't want to pay taxes. So, oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, he's doing his work. This is Harry's work. Going around, traveling around, doing stupid things in the media. And I get 6 of Cups. So yes, he was working very closely with Meghans. And she's very happy with him now. So his Todger's going to be happy. And then 9 of Cups reversed. But of course, Meghan was upset that he was in the media and not her. And I think that he's probably going to go home and indulge as well. She's going to be like 7 of Pentacles reversed. She's going to criticize him about it. She's going to be like, well, you could have done this better. You could have done that better. Like, I think after he gets a report card when he gets home. So I think that, he thought everything was going well, pleasing Meghan, doing his job, but Meghan still was dissatisfied to a certain extent. She's like, yeah, you did it, but you should have done this and you should have said that and you should have. So she was, you didn't do it like we practiced, as far as banging into the photographer and statements and whatnot. And of course, she's just angry because he got more media attention than her. I mean, her stupid award, I can't believe she bought another award. I mean, she's so pathetic. Gracie Award for that podcast. Ay, ay, ay. Unbelievable. Um, so you're gonna have another photo op with those two on date night. God, this is how pathetic everything has become. The mainstream media is so lame. Nobody can trust it anymore. Nobody likes it, and anyways, everything going on in the world, all this hell going on, and we got these two for entertainment. A couple of diabolical nitwits. It's like, ugh. It's like, really? Unbelievable. So what else was I gonna ask? Gracie Award. How's Meghan feeling? Okay, yeah. So Meghan is putting out that she won the court case, even though we know and she knows. But again, for people who only read the headlines, right? They're gonna believe this crap. They're gonna see this thing. Oh, look, Meghan won an award, and oh, look, she won the court case. Wow, life is going great for her, right? They don't realize the nitty gritty, right? You really have to be determined to find out, right? So how's she really feeling? How's Megan really feeling? She didn't get any money. She didn't really win because she would have gotten some money. She didn't get nothing, honey. Let's see. How did Megan feel about how the court case went? with Samantha here. Oh, look at that. Eight of Pentacles. So just like Samantha, she's going back to work. I don't know if I asked this already. I probably asked about this in my last reading, but yeah, Megan's not stopping either. This is her job as well. I say Eight of Pentacles is Megan's expertise, right? Going into court all the time. So she's as determined as ever to try to get Samantha's money. I'll tell you what. Yeah. Wow, those two, so many court, and someone else was mentioning that, being in a court case, just one court case, is so stressful. And here's Harry doing three of them. I mean, of course, this is what happens when you have too much time and too much money and not enough to do. This is why you need to work, because this is the kind of mischief that troublemaking, brainwashed, wealthy people get into with the lawfare. You get somebody like Meghan coming in and just aiming Harry like a machine gun with his money and just weaponizing every legal avenue they have. So, why did Meghan give herself the Gracie Award? Was it just because she was lacking attention from Harry, because Harry is hogging all the attention? Or is it more nonsense that she's spewing before the coronation? See, why did she buy herself an award right before the coronation? Let's find out. The question pretty much answers itself, right? So why did Meghan really try to buy herself an award for a crappy podcast? Let's find out. And nobody listens to. Actually, people listen to it so to make fun of it. Page of Pentacles reversed. See, this is her fake award here. She wants to impress the young people, I think. We all know this is a fake. She had to pay for it, of course. We know that. But, yeah. Hangman. Because she was hanging out at home and out the wheel. Yeah, because she's trying to give the fake impression that everything's just going great. Her and Harry are such a success. And there was another article in the Express talking about what an economic success Meghan is. So she's trying, of course, trying to make it seem like as if it was just, oh, look what happened, so unexpected, this award. But I was just hanging out here, minding my own business, being private, enjoying my privacy. And I dropped a little money and made a little donation from Archwell. And next thing you know, I got an award. But it's all, this is all New World Order. This is like trying to keep themselves seeming it to be, make their resume, padding their resume here, trying to make it seem like they're doing all this great work. What a joke. What a joke. So what's Meghan gonna do next? She's gonna continue with her nonsense puff pieces, but what is she gonna do next to try to distract from the upcoming coronation next month? Well, it's only a month away now. Look out. She's gonna be pulling all the stops now. Okay, I get the Hermit. The Hermit. So I get this, sometimes the Hermit can be Harry, it's the Virgo card, but with this Hermit, you've got the Skeleton. So I kind of see Harry doing something to honor his mother or something of that nature. They're probably going to insist on something honoring Diana at the coronation because they got all their listed demands, right? Seven of Swords. So Meghan is going to be up to some type of trickery, deception here with what she comes out with and what she puts out. Ooh, look at that. Ace of Swords reverse. They still want to destroy and be as destructive as possible, particularly in the media. They're going to be pulling, that they're doing all kinds of nonsense, like not telling it. They won't announce. Meghan puts out 1,000 puff pieces every day. There's new articles, boom, boom, boom. But do they ever put out an article saying whether they're going to the coronation or not? No. They just want to tell you about Meghan's award, about Harry not having things held from him. Because, Meghan knows people don't have attention spans anymore. They just get blips of information, and she expects people to just read the headlines. That's what's going on here. The Four of Cups. So she's hoping that, what is this? Skeleton hand coming in there. She's definitely hoping to depress people and have them not interested in the coronation, upsetting people. I get kind of like, getting them to like the trannies, trying to get them all wired, trying to have them have a vengeance day. I'm sure Megan would love to have a vengeance protest like they're having here this weekend, having it there for his coronation. I think that she's still up to her old tricks with Fulani and the Aisa woman. So there's some nonsense going on there. I think she's definitely going to be involved in some destruction here and plotting and planning to disrupt the day and be as disruptive and destructive as possible. Yeah. And then, but she's going to sit back, keep it, because she has Omid Scobie and Fulani Ngozi and the rest do her dirty work, so she can sit back and be like, "Oh, it's so sad. I'm such a victim." So she'll act like she's a victim of it all in the background while she's plotting and planning all this destruction. Wow, with Harry. So she definitely has plans going on in the background here, and she's planning on making it look like she's totally innocent and out of it, but we know she's all about it. Uh-huh. Two of Swords reverse, dropping more lies and craziness as she always does, leaks, pretending to have leaks about what's going on. Divisiveness between the royals and the rest of the people, trying to get the anti-monarchy people riled up. Yeah, so I see her being involved in a lot of deception with the swords, and getting deception, lies in the media, and I also see with this destructiveness um, in trying to destroy with their groups that they work with that pretend. Don't you notice? Okay, so Meghan has her podcast. She's pretending we're for women, we're empowering women, and she's getting this award from a place that empowers women. And then Fulani Ngozi works at a place that's, oh, it's only for black women, helping black women. And then the Aisa woman is also, I think, the Fawcett Institute, which is also another for women, supporting women. So all these like Marxist communists, it seems to me from all this, all these Marxist communists who are being a part of the extreme left globalist New World Order movements altogether, they're always pretending to be part of organizations or charities that are helping women, 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 but they never help any women because women are losing their bathrooms. They're losing sports. Their sports are being taken over by tranny men. Or trannies, whatever. So Megan does nothing about that. She doesn't care about that, right? None of these women do. It seems like all they care about is defending Meghan Markle. That's all they really count on doing. So, yeah. And by the way, that reparations, I mean, you've heard about California, they want to give reparations to people. And as someone pointed out, the reason they're asking for reparations is like BLM. The reason they want money, they're not giving it to black people. They're not giving it to help black people. They want to, the whole idea of the reparations, millions and millions and millions of dollars, is they want to take our tax money to put it towards their Marxist communist agenda, which is the tranny agenda, which is all the other destructive things that they're doing, this trying to releasing criminals with Soros DAs and everything else that they're doing. Everything else, they're funding that with our tax dollars, and so that's what the whole thing is about. So, anyways, I just want to mention that this is just part of what Meghan is a part of, and it's destroying the country, destroying the West, and that's what they're working on. And Meghan is still very much part of that, and I think that her agenda before the coronation is working with the same groups that she always works with, these same communist Marxist groups, in putting out lies and inciting people and she wants to destroy the coronation. Obviously, she wants to disrupt it and end it. She doesn't want this to happen. Because Meghan wants that crown. She doesn't want to see Charles getting the crown. Camilla. Harry hates Camilla. We know that already. They're gonna go and be acting so bratty. They're just gonna be like, I don't want to be here. I mean, Meghan loves getting her picture taken, but otherwise she doesn't want to deal with anything else, right? Anyways, you gotta sit there for. Anyways, it's gonna be, yeah. So, anyways, That is what I see for Harry and Meghan. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.